All right. I have, is this on? Hello? Walk-up song. I don't have a walk-up song. Super Swifty by Bruce Meisner. Let's say Even Flow by Pearl Jam. I don't know, whatever. Okay, I am here to talk about the fundamentals because I put the fun in fundamental. No, I'm kidding. So the fundamentals team, is really excited for the plan this year, and since there's a little bit of nerd love in there, I'm going to introduce it. So we're obviously excited about this will be our third year doing the 4 fundamentals, and now we kind of can go in, everybody's used to it and has dug deeper. So now we can kind of use this, what we call improvement science, Tony Brike's work, and kind of just go and be more disciplined and kind of action-oriented and applied in the work that we're doing. So it's kind of exciting for me. I know the fundamentals team is really excited, and it'll carry out as a theme throughout the year. So again, the main goal is to kind of put improvement science in, and your facilitators are going to do that. But making sure we can take this back, the fundamental work, in an applied kind of improvement cycle way with Plan, Do, Study, Act, looking at data and that kind of stuff. So really it fits strongly with LTL and the PLC's concept that you have at your school, the way we kind of meet and kind of network together. So can I get the next slide? So really it's based on improvement science is easy, but it's just kind of a disciplined approach. PDSA is in there. The main principles of it are make the work problem specific or be design centered. So you'll kind of look through some data today, go into, okay, so what's a system kind of problem and what's my school specific problem, and pick something there that you can apply it throughout the year. And then one of the big things is focus on variation in performance. So really finding out what works where and in what settings and kind of getting rid of the variability. So we'll do a lot of work with variability charts and stuff like that. And then you guys are all used to this and when we call root cause analysis, logic model, all that kind of stuff, but really seeing the system that produces the performance. So we'll use kind of what they call driver diagrams, or there's fishbone diagrams too, but really being thoughtful about kind of finding out what we control, what we can't control, and what is the system that is producing these results. And then again, measuring, looking at the data, making sure we trust the data, and going forward from there. Disciplined inquiry, that's the Plan, Do, Study, Act cycles, and we're trying to be more disciplined about PDSA in the district. And I think that you guys are all brilliant at it, so it'll be an easy thing, but trying to be, and this will help our office too, about getting you more relevant data. And then accelerate learning and getting it in different places, sharing that with your colleagues. So there's this notion of networked improvement communities. So again, that fits with the PLC stuff. So all of this is to say, these improvement principles are something that you already do, and we're going to embed this work in the fundamentals this year so that it's more purposeful, more action-oriented, and more kind of applied. Can I get the next? Yeah, so thank you all for bringing your books. These are going to be a big part of the fundamentals and probably a lot of other sessions that we use, but we'll dig into the books. We've asked that you bring them each time. Today we'll kind of go into a lot of the variability data, but also some of the climate data that you already saw and looked at. Again, this is to help you see the district, the system data, but also your specific school's data. And the plan for, and this is kind of the cool part, what your fundamentals team is doing. There's a plan. So today you'll kind of look in at targeted information for your school and for the system and dig into there and kind of come up with problems of practice. Next time, reflect on those data and see if we can kind of bring some of that to scale. And then in March, get into this notion of networked improvement community, working with your colleagues, kind of sharing practices. And then in May, there'll be a share day, kind of like a mini conference back in this room where we all kind of share either poster format or presentations or both. Just this kind of cool Freaky Friday 4 Fundamentals Festival or whatever. So all of this is to say, again, I'm happy, your team is really happy and excited that we're kind of taking a different approach with the 4 fundamentals this year and making it applied, making it kind of data-driven, and making it sense so that we can kind of build capacity to do these PDSA cycles back at our buildings, but also share and kind of replicate what's working in our buildings into other buildings and steal from each other and this great peer review stuff. So have fun and enjoy.